back. I've gone fucked it. I know, hang on. Live dashboard. Sorry.
All good. You just restart it.
Well, I tried to kill it.
Do we need a commentator for this game?
Yeah, dude, if you can.
Feel free to help out.
Absolutely.
So, here we go, right? Just to go that one there.
Just stick it around here. Or if you leave it off, just pass it back a few boards.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh, awesome. Alright, so how long we got to the games?
Can't read the clock, but you are live.
Awesome. Well, I guess whilst we wait for this game to start, I think we've got about 4 minutes. We're running a little bit behind schedule with a raffle. But we're starting off the semi-finals at the Sydney Threes. First competition, first time this is run. We've got the Kiwis over, the Hombres, versus the Drop Bears from Victoria. So it's going to be a pretty interesting competition here. These Drop Bears have been going from strength to strength, and the Hombres have been running through the competition. So let's see how these physicality of the Drop Bears from Victoria can compete against the skillful and silky skills of the Hombres.
And we will be bringing the mixed final live as well as the open final. For all the fans out there watching. Who's black?
That is the Hombres.
Wrong colour hat, Woofy. Woofy. Dave. Woofy's got the wrong colour hat on. Hombres. Drop Bears in white.
Perfect.
Set. Yeah, if you whip it off your neck, we'll pass it through. Sorry, I don't know your name, buddy.
Nick and Nick.
Nick and Nick, right. Thanks for coming along and commentating, Nick. How have you found the 3x3s?
It's been an exciting tournament. First time I've been playing 3 and 3, so it's different way of playing, different court. So there's a lot of space and a lot of movement of the puck. What about yourself? How are you finding it?
Yeah, it's really good. I've been lucky. I've been to 2 or 3 tournaments over in Colombia in the 3s, and this one's been really good. It's quite a bit different because the courts are quite a bit bigger. So the courts over there I think are about 10 metres by 12, whereas these are 15 by 15. And the goals here are twice the size of the goals over there, which has sort of changed the way it plays into the back wall. But yeah, I think it's a really different mindset how you approach it as a player compared to the 6 versus 6, I think.
I'd agree. You sort of have to come in and take a look at the puck and make sure that you're staying and keeping possession of the puck rather than moving it and passing it forward.
Yeah, it's definitely a bit more of a slow burn where you play that possession and the team with the bottom time, and then when it's on, off you go. So it becomes really exciting to watch when it gets to that point. Yeah, he's playing already. Yeah, it's fine. Nah, he's got to go to the airport. Yeah. Go for it, mate.
We'll use green lights in there.
Someone from New South Wales, preferably.
I don't know if saying that left, mate.
Someone from New South.
Is that a rule?
Yeah. If you're New South Wales Mets, come on.
And we seem to be having a little bit of timing difficulties here, trying to get somebody to start.
But Stepkovic pointing around wildly on the far side there, Nick. We'll just cycle through the cameras for the viewers. So we've got the white end goal tray into a diagonal through the court from the white end, and then a diagonal through the court from the black end, and then the black end goal tray.
And here we go, we're off. So Benson taking the kick off, putting in some lovely dummies, and the Hombres on attack, but Drop Bears seem to counter that pretty well and take it to their sub-bench wall.
Yeah, Reece Coulford with his left hand, just getting that one out the far side there. Pretty handy being a left-hander in this 3 versus 3 with the extra space.
and you wouldn't be mistaken to think that Reese has been going up and taking breaths, but no, he just does have that long of a breath hold. He just stays down forever.
Very solid player as the puck kind of stagnates on that far wall away from us, Nick.
But as well as Reese, the Kiwis do have a couple of left-handers, so if you think you're seeing the wrong hand playing the puck, that's probably the left-handers there. But Drop Bears seem to be doing pretty well here to counteract what the Kiwis want to be doing and movement of the puck, but Kiwis still getting some forward momentum.
Yeah, Andre Heller there just rolling off Todd Canavan nicely and then playing a little 1-2 with his teammates, and they move it around Dave Barry McCauley for the first goal of the game.
So well done to Andre there. I think that was a little chip and chase from himself there over the top to put it in the goal. And we're off again. Fastest player in New Zealand there, I think. Benson with the win of the kickoff again.
Once upon a time.
He likes to think so. But Drop Bears seem to be really doing well here to get amongst the Kiwis and sort of muscle their way through and keep pushing the puck forward. But Kiwis sitting on defence here looking good.
Reese Crawford coming in hot on that one. Not a great flick from Reese. He's thrown that open.
And that's going to be a runaway goal.
Good flick there.
Who was that? Oh yeah, that's a Jake Hocking. The long, lanky limbs of Jake Hocking putting that into the goal.
Was complaining of some torso issues earlier today, and I did tell him that my secret to the torso issues is just get a bit of extra padding around there, and that really helps work on the dad bod. So he assured me for Worlds he's going to go home and put some effort into his dad bod.
Well, he's been a dad for 9 months now, so he should be starting to look to fill it out.
Okay.
A lot of competition going on in the middle of the pool there, backwards and forwards. Drop Bears seem to be doing pretty well on attack, but the Kiwis seem to be stagnating them and getting some fresh legs in.
Good pictures there, nice and close in front of the camera. Lefty on lefty there. There's a bit of a break. Benson looking to get the train going, but unable to get any momentum there.
We're getting some good pictures here right in front of the bin, but lefty on left or lefty on righty, Andrew Harris can't seem to push that through. Drop Bears doing pretty well on defense here, but Benson has something to say about that. Big rumbling run up the wall there by Benson, putting it in the goal.
Yeah, once that rig gets the momentum going, very hard to slow down at this point in time.
He may not be the fastest in the world anymore, but once he gets going, you don't really want to be in front of him.
At the other end, it's Rat & Co. have let one in. Just tied it up there. Solid burrow.
Yeah, Hamish Arthur, also known as Bucket, they're going for a little burrow through the middle of the Drop Bears. Andre trying that chip and chase, and it seems to be working well for him again.
Yeah, the Caravan of Courage not able to slow that one down as Todd Canavan desperately tried to roll it off the mouth of the tray to no avail.
Kiwis look to be putting a bunch of goals here. What are we up? We're 4-0 up. The Hombres on the Drop Bears. So all the good work by the Drop Bears on attack and defense just doesn't seem to be able to stop these Hombres. Benson with the big curl and go. Can't seem to get through the middle there. But Kiwis have a 2-on-1. Oh, massive flick. Goes over the back there. Who was that? Jake.
In and out.
Too many Weet-Bix this morning.
And you're living in Sydney now, Nick?
Yeah, I've been here for about 3 years now, so feel like I'm taking on that Aussie way of life. New South Wales club.
And you're travelling across to Aussie Nationals this year? Getting a call up.
Alright, being switched out. I do have the next game. There seems to be some confusion here. We've got two Colombian refs in the water who can't quite understand the accent from the Victorian players. But I think we've got the right call now.
Alright, sorry, back to what we were doing. Ben, you going to commentate?
Sure.
Ben Stepkovich steps into the commentary booth.
I still need to be to the mic.
You can just wrap it around, that's nice. If you look at this little green bar here.
Alright, just getting back up to speed. Looks like a goal has been scored by the black team, which is the Hombres. Very strong team that the Kiwis have sent over. And I'm sure a few of those boys, I already mentioned, a few of those boys have been to the Agomala 3x3s in Colombia, which has been held this weekend. So we've been chatting to the guys about things we could have done to combine the two comps, but a bit busy today, so we didn't quite get around to it. But with the time difference, we might be able to do something tonight with them and chat to them before their finals. So stay tuned on the social medias for that. So Kiwis, they're clearing it away from their back section of the court. Jake Hocking doing some good work there on the bottom. Looks like it's half time. Young Isaac Campbell, our trusty timekeeper, donging the central timekeeping poles. So half time, and the score is 5-0
That's right, Ben.
to the Hombres.
And Ben, are you happy with how the tournament's gone?
Yeah, mate. All things considered, I was a bit worried leading up the comp because Gary, our fearless president, who got the whole thing in motion, was gallivanting around overseas at various appointments. So kind of left everybody to pick up the scraps, but that's all right. We all banded together. It's good to see our club members have come through. In Sydney, we're a bit, I guess, taking things for granted with hockey. A lot of people just want to come and play, and we don't really do much development because we get a lot of immigration of players moving to the big smoke. So we've been lucky, but something we do need to work on, and holding tournaments like this is new for us. So we try to base our organisation off the Wollongong Fours, which has been running for 25 years down the coast. A good club down there, good social club. Everybody pitches in. So hopefully, if we keep this up, we'll running things as smoothly as those guys do.
Yeah, no, I think you guys have done a fantastic job, man. And certainly as my involvement in UHA, it's been great to see the enthusiasm from everyone at the club getting involved. Phil Ackerman doing a fantastic job with the walls, people getting in around and helping out, especially last night at the barbecue. And great to get everyone together over in Bicentennial Park and have a quiet beer and enjoy the sunset. So, look, I think as a first time, you guys should be really proud. And I think next year, once we put out a little bit of info and let everyone know that there's going to be a bit of a stream and a bit of a commentary, and maybe mix the divisions up, get a ladies and a men's and a mixed, and whether they're competitive or social, or I think you guys have got some good stuff to go and work with. I think the courts are great. So yeah, mate, congrats, well done.
Thanks, Nick, and big shout out to Phil Ackerman if he's sitting at home, probably having a Bundy. He went up and above. He was going to play, but had a incident over in South Africa at the presentation night, so he was out there injured, but still come up all the way from Wollongong and helped oversee the wall. So big shout out to Phil. Can't thank you enough, mate. Right, back in the second half, Kiwis on the offensive in the Victoria's half, or Drop Bears half, sorry. Big Benson doing some good underbody work there. And just lost the puck there, looks like Wolfie. Swam off with it.
Sorry, Ben, I'm away with the
mate.
fairies
Nick's daydreaming. Not up to speed. So Kiwis holding it back on their half, big open mid-water swim. The player just stalling there, looking for an option. Gets a pretty contested flick away to his player, but he has curled and Kiwis still holding onto the puck there, the Hombres. And good 45 there, big flick, and unlucky for the defender there.
Little Dave accidentally knocking that one in.
Dave McCauley, you gotta contest those ones, but sometimes it'll be 50-50 with the bounce of the puck. That's the Hombres 6 goals. Definitely well ahead on the points difference with their goal difference. Hombres putting in a lot of goals over the comp, bringing that experience.
So, just update the score here, sorry. I'm away with
So
Bears again.
we've missed a goal, so it's 7-0 to the Drop Bears. No, sorry, Hombres. And back in play here. Got to keep up the speed with the commentary for this fast-paced thing. You're off with the Fairies, and then next thing you know, they're still they're quick turnaround between the goals. We've only got 7 halves here, so quick turnaround. You got to be on your toes when you're commentating, which is good experience for me from my limited experience commentating at Trans-Tasman in 2016. Much slower game. And so it looks like the Kiwis have got the puck over there on the far side of that octagon. Just stalling there, just buying a bit of time, waiting for some of the other players to pop and get down. And it looked like he's got a bit of speed on the outside, taking up the wall there. The Drop Bears locking it down, bringing the try, good underbody work. Ooh,
Oh, it's gone under.
the goal. So did the rest play on? Up to the rest. They're calling it no goal. So yeah, one thing with the money we're going to raise from this club, thank you everybody for donating to our raffle and barbecue and just being here. Definitely some more goals for Sydney, some flat goals, so none of that happens next year.
And how have you gone with the budget, Benny, with the luxurious amount of prize money and the big novelty checks over there? Has it managed to balance up this year?
Yeah, we're looking good, mate. I won't comment too much until I sit down and look at the books, but yeah, look, we're very confident with the raffle and the barbecue, and we didn't under budget. We tried to budget where we could.
Yep.
But the relatively good turnout this weekend. Yeah, hopefully we should come good and be able to improve our setup next year with that money.
Yeah, certainly not making a big profit, but hoping to break even. Is that that's where we're sitting?
But now we've got the goals. They'll pay themselves off over the years and all that stuff. So
and the value you've put into the sport, mate, by creating this event should not be underestimated. So it's a great effort by the Sydney Kings.
Thank you, Nick. And so the Kiwi, the Hombres there. It looks like it went out, but the big Drop Bears have keeping it back in the court, and they're on the offensive here. Bit of underbody work there by
Kev Chisholm.
The
Quilford chasing on the
Victorian
outside.
underwater hockey president, making his way up here. KC Truth there is his company, and number 13 Andreas there, making a good bust and giving a quick pass to Benson, who's under a flick and didn't quite get it in. That goal could have been attributed to Benson, almost went in, but someone plays down there to finish off the goal.
Taking it to, could be 9, could be 8, no one's really sure because I haven't been keeping up with the scores. So let's go, I reckon it's about 9, Benny.
No worries. Probably a good guess.
Well, there's not much time left, Ben. I might go and get in the pool and put my
No
gear
worries,
on.
Nick. You've got an important final up. Nick Martin up against our New South Wales men, our strongest 6 players in the state that we could wrangle together.
Yeah, of course you've lost Gary, sadly,
Yeah.
but they are still a strong outfit. And I'm a little bit worried, Ben. But worst case scenario, I don't have to play another game, which would be good. But I'm not sure if that is worst case or best case. But anyway, I'll be back here afterwards to help commentate the mixed final.
No worries. Thank you, Nick. So, guys, we'll put it out there, but we're going to swap some courts around and put the mixed final on this court. Yeah, we didn't budget, or we didn't take into account that the cameras wouldn't both work, or the not enough high bandwidth to stream 2 courts. So we're going to mix things around. So at about 2:20 off the top of my head, should be the mixed final. And while I've been plugging our stream there, Benson has swum it in to the goal. So that's 10-0. Now, not much time left, it looks like. So Kiwis coming, the Hombres coming away with a very convincing victory here. And they'll have a tough game in the final. Hopefully the prize money, if they do end up winning, will help cover their return flights home. Play back on here. The Drop Bears just winning the strike. Sorry guys, I've got to forgot that I've got to press buttons as well as commentate. Multitasking. Alrighty. So let me just get my bearings, guys. Looks like Todd Canavan's there doing some tricky work. They're in that back part of the octagon, but the Kiwis have held strong on the bottom there, getting a flick away to his extra player, and it looks like Benson is just got held off there by a good back tackle by, might be Reece Quilford, who cleared away, but now the Kiwis on the offensive again, and looks like they're just got that one in, big flick, and Reece Quilford, they're flicking over the sideline in frustration. That looks like a good angle for the strike. And that's time, guys. So it's about, Gary, what's the final score? 10 or 11 nil there to the Homerays over the Drop Bears from Victoria. Probably a lot. We're going to see a lot of those guys, those Victorian guys at Nationals, sending a strong Victorian team after they had a break last year. So just stay tuned, guys. We'll have a bit of white radio silence while we get some commentators for the next game. So what we're going to do is, studio mode. So there's 5 camera. Oh, turn the audio off. I think it's audio. No, that's the mic. So just pretty much just there's 4 cameras. Just prick. It's like right to left, and then yeah, just press those 4 buttons as they go up and down the pool. Yeah? So the game's live now. Alright guys, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We're off to the start of the 2 vs 3 semi-final here at the inaugural Sydney Threes. Looks like the New South Wales men are in white up against Glory Days from Tassie in black, and looks like the New South Wales men just put in a quick goal there at the start of the game. So the winner, it looks like there's a bit of congestion. I've stuffed up. Shit. Yeah, I sort this out. Big Kev, let's go take up the commentary.
So there we have it, people. Our commentary expert was in fact the referee for this game, so he's brushed off, and you'll see him shortly appearing in the water, hopefully. Meanwhile, Tommy, who's from Tassie, is doing really well against him. Wait, our commentator's back.
Yeah, you're right, mate. You dry off. Thanks, guys. Thanks for bearing with me. I just stuffed up my reffing duties for my team. So I was playing in the Colts with a bunch of young guns from around Australia, and a lot of them had to take off, so weren't left for any refs. And I asked people to ref that are playing now, so my bad. But luckily, Benson, the Kiwi guys, have stepped in for me and saved my bacon. All one big underwater hockey family here. And they're reffing for me. So now, Glory Days are on the offensive. Nick Martin there doing some good work. And Jacko Smith there stealing off the puck and flicking it, or risky flick out to nobody, but it looks like Mitch Turner there has picked up the puck, holding on the puck. Nick Barraclough with the puck now, swimming a 45, the big curl. And Jacko Smith on the back of that one. Glory Days there, negating that thing. Young Isaac really doing really well playing this comp. Big 360 curl and swim out of it. And sorry, we don't have that one. Yeah, and looks like we lost the camera there, but looks like he didn't get that goal. And young Emmanuel Zapata has gone that way from the wall. Joel Huddy there doing some good work for the New South Wales Under Hockey team in white. And looks like a ref call. Chopping against New South Wales in white there. I'll try to bring up some graphics, guys, for ya. And another free puck there to the Glory Days. Jack Robertiso taking a big flick to the tray, and looks like he's swum that one in. Jack Robertiso there, very good underbody strength there to get that one in the tray. And so now it is 1-1. Jack, 1-1. 1-1. So the first goal didn't count. No worries, so 1-0 to the Glory Days. So the New South Wales Under Hockey scored a goal when there were no refs in the water due to my mistake. It looks like they've come to a gentleman agreement and did not count it, as there was nobody refs in the water. So pick a technicality there. I'm sure Tom Milne will come and give me a gobful after the game for that. Very opinionated young Tom. But you know, it is what it is. We're a social comp. We do what we can with the staff we have on board. So as long as everybody just gets along and remembers the spirit of the game. It looks like Nick Barraclough there just coming in from the side of the octagon and putting that one in past Razor into the goal. So 1-1 now. New South Wales Under Hockey against Glory Days. Garrett Rosa, unfortunately out with an ear infection, giving the boys a bit of encouragement on the sideline. And resuming play here. So 1-1 here, Glory Days versus New South Wales. And the rest pulling it up for a call while I fix the graphics here. Alright, Razor there, getting the puck, and Tom Milner, young Red Rocket, get the puck and doing good 45, finding some space there, just dissecting the court towards the other side of the octagon, and finding Jacko Smith there, who's up in front of the goal. Big flick, not really anybody, probably should have held up to that one in my opinion, as he didn't have the support down there. And now the counter-attack around the outside, and good speed, and there looks like Jack Robertiso. Oh, a bit of a bump on the goal. Jacko there, not too flat, fighting his best when he's off the bottom. And the refs are calling it against Glory Days. Looks like Nathan Willen a chopping foul there or gloving. And so lucky the New South Wales Under Hockey got over there scot-free. I predict this one's going to be a very tight final, guys, so stay tuned for the action. Still the first half here at the inaugural Sydney Threes. Nick Martin there busting up the wall, fighting with Emmanuel Zapata. And managing to dish it off to Jack, his future brother-in-law, Jack Robertiso, and her sister there, his sister, Hannah, the only woman in this elite division, playing in the elite division. And it looks like the puck is bobbled and caught a goal. Looks like it's stuck in the side there. You look at right at the top of that goal tray, the puck is thing. And we're just clarifying because the half-time thing is went. So luckily for Glory Days, stuck that one in just before half-time. Half time now, 2-1 to Glory Days over New South Wales under hockey, the 2 versus 3 semi-final. Yeah, mate.
How long after this game to the final? To the next final?
What's the time? What is it? Is it 1:20 on the draw? No, on the draw though. Sorry, because you guys weren't playing. No, you were playing later. Sorry. No, 1:30, 1:10. So we're running behind, so we'll make up time.
Because we started at 1:20
Yeah.
and then this one started at
140 plus a bit later.
Can someone just bring me over a draw? Just be ready to go would be my advice. But
But we're jumping on this.
yeah, we don't have time when we do the auction. But yeah, just caught. You guys work out what colour you are. From the thing. Make sure the other team knows. Alright, thanks guys. Just discussing some logistics with some people there. So half time, 2-1 to Glory Days over New South Wales underwater hockey. Hey Jack, is it 2-1? Jack! Jack! 2-1? Yep, 2-1 there, Glory Days in the second half. Haven't got the results handy on me for their matches up in the round robin, but I think it went one way each in the double round robin we played over the last 2 days. So anything could happen in this second half, and we're about to kick it back off. Refs are ready to go, and Tom Milner there winning the strike and running into a bit of contest, doing a bit of underbody work, but just lost it. Razor there backing it up. Looks like it's just out of reach of our camera at the bottom of the camera. The rest have called it up against Glory Days in black. So New South Wales Hockey get a good chance here to strike back and tie it up early in the second half. Jacko Smith there taking the puck, dishing out to his open side player there, who's run into a bit of congestion. Tom Milner tried to shove it under his body, but there was only Glory Days players there. Big flick in the open side of the tray, but easily cleared by Jack Robertisso, who's just got stopped there by Jacko Smith. Jacko Smith now flicks it open to Tom Milner, does his old windmill move. He probably learned from his brother James Milner actually, and looks like Nick Martin there just tussling under body work. That defender's going to have a tough time stopping Nick, who's shoveled on all the way to the tray, and looks like it went under the goal tray there. Refs calling it a no goal, if not a foul, prior foul. So they're setting back up for a free puck to New South Wales underwater hockey, and Emmanuel there just swerving off the free puck, bringing his Colombian Ogamala experience to our New South Wales team. Very lucky to have Emmanuel along with other players. We've got Santiago Morales here, who's also bumming around in Sydney. Santiago, how's this comp compared to Agamala?
Hello everybody. Two good level in here, people from New Zealand and their own Aussies in here playing nice hockey, spinning everywhere, good flicks. They know how to play this stuff very good, so it's been a pleasure playing here.
Awesome stuff, mate. Glad to have you boys sticking around after the World Championships and helping around the club. And it looks like we've got a break in play here. Free puck to New South Wales underwater hockey. Still 2-1 to Glory Days in the second half here. Quarter past there, maybe. Sorry. And just sorting out some logistics there. Looks like New South Wales have stuck in a goal there to Jacko Smith. Another one of our many expats here in Sydney under hockey. We're lucky that we live in such a, I guess, a world-renowned, would you say, city. Lots of business, lots of people coming over here for the lifestyle, to sit in traffic. And so now it's tied up 2-2 now. I'm hoping for my sake we don't go into golden goal, because we're running a bit behind. We had a raffle before, and just so many good prizes on offer from all the people that we took a bit of overtime. So we're trying to make up time later. So if the boys could not take it to golden goal for me, that would be great for my stress levels at least. But it makes good entertainment for you streaming at home. Thanks, Matt Payne, for that comment. Loving my voice. It's not very well known fact that I can speak clearly sometimes when I want to. My job does require me to give talks to large audiences, so I do have that experience, and just most of the time I just can't be bothered. That's why I mumble. So thanks for the encouragement, Matt Payne. Now Nick Barton there, or Jack Robertson, sorry, busting up the middle, straight up the guts, doing all that textbook underbody work from Papa, and just negated there by the white defenders. Oh, a big flick from Nick Martin, and that has gone straight in the goal. Right over the Tom Milner. He'd be pretty salty about that, old Big Milk. So now it's 3-2 to Glory Days over New South Wales underwater hockey, or New South Wales men. So a lot of this squad will be hopefully in our A team, barring injury, at Nationals. So stay tuned, guys, for what New South Wales are going to bring to Nationals in Perth in about a month's time. And Emmanuel's a part of that, driving up the work. The boys are hungry. Looks like he's getting onto the corner of the tray. And it's just bobbled over the side there. Interesting to see what the rest call if it did go in the tray before. And Benson there. Big call from Benson. He's called a 2-on-1. A penalty goal to New South Wales underwater hockey. So this is going to be an exciting final. It's 3-3 now. I haven't really clarified with the refs on, if it goes over the back wall. So just bear with us. There'll probably be a few salty Tassie players. A bit controversial, but hey, is what it is. Everybody's here to have a bit of fun. So Tom Milner there winning the strike again. Great camel work here by Will Hopkins at my left-hand side. Young Eden Browns, many children playing 1 of 3 playing hockey, and they're in my under 19s team heading to national. So good to see Eden getting all their kids into the sport, and first time they're going to represent New South Wales in the same team. So that'll be exciting for that family. Now, still 3-3 here, guys. Very tight final. And, just too good. Big Papa busting up the middle there, getting it in. Lot of world's experience in this in this Glory Days team. We've got Nick Martin and Jack Robertisso. Razor as well as represented before. Back in the Glory Days, which is probably where they got their team name from. And then young Isaac Briley making his debut at Hobart this year at Worlds. So lots of international experience. Our New South Wales men's team, not so much world's experience, but a mix of experience from lots of different countries. A big intercontinental team of lots of different styles coming together in New South Wales. And it's reflected in the styles we play at Nationals. We kind of deviate from the standard Aussie hockey because a lot of us don't have the luxury of growing up playing Aussie hockey with people who know what they're doing. I'm probably giving away too many secrets from New South Wales here while I'm gas bagging, but Glory Days here, not pulling up on the brakes. They've put another goal in, and it looks like it is 5-3 to Glory Days with minutes remaining on the thing. So Glory Days, they, barring a miracle comeback led by Big Milk, are going to face off against the Hombres in the final. So guys, we're running a bit behind with the schedule. So roughly about 2:15 on Eastern Australian Standard Time. That's full time, guys. So Glory Days coming and go with the win over New South Wales. So Glory Days to face Hombres in the final. I'll talk quickly. So we're really posted the schedule line, but about 2:15 Eastern Australian Standard Time, mixed final in this court. The Rat Mansion team probably up against the Honey Badgers. I think I haven't checked that, but that's probably what's going to happen. And then we'll have the men's final at about 2:35, 2:40. So just stay tuned, guys, for the stream. Love all your support.
rather do it that way than make people compete.
Yeah. And the other thing about it too is
Yep. I'll set the stream up to do the final, and maybe if we could get a girl to come and commentate as well.
wanted to go for ages. No, that was a joke. Good game.
Matt Payne, look at him viewing away there. As yeah, back to work, Razor says Matt. So grand finals, we've got in the mixed, looks like Rat and Co. versus the Honey Badgers. Classic Richard Cleary versus Alice Vanderwood showdown. And in the opens, we've got Broland versus, who's the other team? Glory Days, us. I think we had Benny in there doing the commentating for that game, thanks to Benny. And just update the team list. It's been a fantastic weekend here in Sydney as we come into the pointy end of the tournament. So we are bringing in, I don't have any logos for these teams actually because they're from the other end. White. Looks like the Honey Badgers. Black. Rat and Co. Oh, they pooped after that last game.
Are you online?
Yeah. You can talk though, John. I've got John Ridley here from the Canberra Underwater Hockey Association. He's just quizzing me on nationals, as Canberra are contemplating hosting nationals for 2019. So he's just got a few questions that he's been shooting out about how we can get the live stream going for nationals as well, which is certainly the plan. So we're just going to go offline for a bit and we'll come back on to bring you this game. Okay, so we're about to bring you the mixed Sydney Threes grand final live from the Homebush Sydney Olympic Park Aquatic Centre. $1,000 cash on the line here. I don't know I've ever been to a tournament where there's $1,000 cash on the line. I'm expecting ferocity, I'm expecting blood in the water, and I'm expecting sharks circling. So to give you a rundown, in the black caps playing from the swimming pool end, we have the Rat and Co, which is essentially the couple team. So you have Richard Cleary, Josh McKenzie, and Callum Wishart from the Australian Under-23 men's team, all with their better side, being the females making up this true mixed team, which is great to see them doing, which is Olivia Sanderson, Sarah Walker, and Sonny Pascoe Thompson. So I'm a little bit disappointed the boys are starting with all three boys in the water. I would like to see some girls in that lineup. That's disappointing. At the other end, we have the Honey Badgers, captained by Alice Honey Badger Vanderwood, doing the work in the middle position for them. Supporting Alice, we've got Alex Barnes Keegan, Amar Sarmiento, and then we have Catalina Chica Perez Parkinson, Stuart Parkinson, and Matthew McCartney. So I'm seeing a pretty strong Tassie representation in both teams here, which is good to see. But we've got a bit of an international flair in there as well, so this should be a fantastic game. It's being adjudicated by Thomas the Milkman Milner and Mitch IT Support from New South Wales / New Zealand. We're about to get underway here for 14 minutes of terrifying hockey. 7-minute halves, 2-minute break, 7-minute half. I'm not sure what we're going to do if there's extra time, but we will cross that bridge when we get to it. Coming up straight after that will be the Open Division Grand Final, which is going to see Broland against the Glory Days in what is set to be a titanic battle of colour and flair. So I'll just adjust my time because we are in the first half here. So for those of you who haven't watched any other games, or you've just found this hidden in some archive on YouTube somewhere, this is the inaugural Cindy 3s. I'm looking across the pool at two oversized novelty checks worth $1,000 each, which will be handed out to the winning teams at the completion of today's play. Up the other end, we have a 3 versus 4 playoff going on in the mixed division, which looks like Wollongong against Pinn's team, I think. And it seems Pinn's team's gone 1-0 up early on as they've lost timing setup. Oh, yep, I've got Sam Thompson, honorary Australian / North Queenslander / Kiwi, to step in and do the switching for us. We've got 4 cameras under the water here. This is the setup we used at the Underwater Hockey 4th World Age Group Championships in Hobart earlier this year, which is currently now owned in joint by Underwater Hockey Australia and the Tasmanian Underwater Hockey Association. I've travelled up here with the equipment from Hobart, and we've set it up on the pool here. Sadly, we didn't have enough bandwidth to bring you 2 courts, so we've just been streaming this live from Court 1 here at Homebush for the last 2 days. And we're at the pointy end here, and it looks like Honey Badger Alice. She's got a bit of a head start there, sitting forwards a bit off the line. So we'll see how this plays, and we are underway in this titanic battle as the puck is played. It's the Honey Badgers on the back foot early as Callum Wishart swimming hard there. Josh McKenzie towards the tray, and that's an easy first goal for Rat & Co there. Josh McKenzie putting that one in. Callum Wishart making the swim wide, and them electing to put the numbers in. Richie Cleary hanging out the back as he likes to do, and just keeping an eye on things from behind. And Alex Barnes Keegan unable to clear that one off the tray. So out comes Matt McCartney for the Honey Badgers, as looks like Richard Cleary in the front line there for Rat & Co as the puck goes to the far side. It's like the burrowing figure of Callum Wishart sitting at the back there, and Sonny getting a little bit tangled as Chard Cleary takes possession and swims that at Stuart Parkinson. Looks like Rat & Co opting for a slow burn possession style here. Matt McCartney chasing Josh McKenzie across the pool. Cata, Chica Perez getting swerved. Parko comes down on the tray. Bit of arm, bit of glove, bit of this, bit of that. It's gone in the bin. And we've come up signalling a goal. Rat & Co 2-0. I suppose I should do the scores while I'm here as well. So Rat & Co off to a flying start here. In the round robin, the first time these two teams met, it went 6-4 in a closely contested game. Second game, I'm not sure. As we see, Liv Sanderson, ex-swimmer, was training for the Australian Olympic team for open water swimming, and before being converted to underwater hockey. Callum Wishart sitting at the back there doing his half curling business. Does have an exceptional breath hold, does Callum. Sits back, drops that back to Josh McKenzie, who goes for a driving run past Alex Barnes Keegan here in the middle of the octagon, as our 15 metre by 15 metre octagon is where the action is taking place. And this looks like Matt McCartney desperately trying to defend. It's a big flick, but Josh McKenzie just misjudging that one. Matt McCartney now on the counter, keeping possession. He's got the Honey Badger herself tucking in behind. Gets in a little tussle with Sonny Pascoe Thompson as Stuart Parkinson runs a 45 across the octagon. Props it back. He's looking for the swerve here. Can't find it. McCartney in support. Coming in at Callum Wishart. Parko stayed down. Oh, that's gone awfully close to Chard Cleary's face. Has ended up in the tin. And Matt McCartney is being ejected from the octagon for 1 minute. He's been thrown over the fence. He's picked up a chair there. He's hit Richard Cleary in the face as they've endorsed Sam's technique of going down to 2 players, providing strength for the team. But he's only been thrown for 1 minute, I've been pointed out. 2 minutes is where the real strength occurs in the kick-out bin here. As the game gets back underway, Josh McKenzie, a little 1-2 there with Callum Wishart. Throws a power curl and lays that to Chard Cleary with Amar, who's unfortunately been under the weather with a bit of a flu there. Amar and it looks like Barnes Keegan there getting a little supporting role. Callum Wishart with his little half curls. Chard Cleary coming in to hit Amar, but a nice turn out there. Manages to draw 3 of them onto him, but little support. Barnes Keegan, they've chipped over the top to Wishart, and that's in the bun. And that is going to go 3-0 up. Rat & Co. in the black, playing from the Olympic pool end. So they do have the advantage of the push off the wall here in the first half, so we'll just have to see if that's a 3-goal advantage or not. As they get underway again, it's definitely youth and enthusiasm against, I'm not gonna go any further than just saying age at the other end. As the puck comes back into the middle of the octagon, Chard Cleary releasing Sarah Walker on the far side. Liv Sanderson sitting there for the seagull, just plops that one into the tray. And Rat & Co. in a commanding position as it appears that the Honey Badgers have stayed in hibernation. Maybe shouldn't have left the burrow this morning, or maybe they'll come ferociously flying out of the burrow at half time, but they need to get something done soon because 4-0 down is a big deficit against this Rat & Co. outfit. As we get underway again, Amar taking the strike there for the Honey Badgers. Kata in support. Kata, a veteran of, I don't know, maybe 30 3 vs 3 tournaments, coming from the original Colombian homeland of 3 vs 3. As they reload back to the centre of the pool, Amar there, trying to make some room. Looks like Wishart putting some solid pressure on as Chica Perez reloading on the 45. Play on the far side here. Barnes Keegan taking possession, looking for the chip out to Amar. He's got it, but it was very contested by McKenzie, and Sanderson from the bench gets that big dolphin going. As we talked about, does have a swimming background and can swim. Some excellent chopping over the arm of Amar there as she just reaches over, and the referees have seen that. And it's going to go the way of the Honey Badgers. As we've got quite a crowd building here, stadium at capacity with, there's 8 people standing on the side of the pool watching. And a lot of excited fans on the other side watching the 3v4 playoff of the mixed division, where it looks like it's a 3-0 lead to Pim's team, which is great to see some support for. Oh, we've got Parkinson in the corner here getting his rage on. Looks like a goal for the Honey Badgers. We'll just check with the referees. They've signalled that's a goal, and the Honey Badgers have jumped out of the burrow and driven that to the far end to start their scoring campaign here in this final. So with just over a minute left in this first half, teams are back on the start and they are underway. Milkman banging the donger, getting the game underway. Amar going for the swerve, but getting held up by Sarah Walker there, the young West Australian lass, partner of Josh McKenzie, obviously the better half of that duo, as Callum Wishart goes on a curling fiesta in the centre of the pool. Chard Cleary trying to change direction. Barnes Keegan just holding his ground, letting Chard run into him there as Amar goes on a swerve mission, but Sonny loses that puck, and then, it's a pretty obnoxious obstruction there by Wishart against Amar. And we'll see what happens, and it's definitely a Honey Badger free puck. Honey Badger going in hard for the acorn there, and Callum just shutting the door. Parkinson, let's see if he goes for his coveted balk. He does. And now we'll wait for his signature crocodile roll. I feel it coming. No, we've got a no obstruction. back against the Honey Badgers as we sit here, half time being called Honey Badgers down 1-4 against Rat & Co. For those wondering where these names come from, Alice Vanderwood, obviously aka the Honey Badger, has put together this wish-wash team of superstars and heroes with Alex Barnes-Keegan, Amar Salamento, Kata Chica Perez Parkinson, Stuart Parkinson, and obviously herself. But you just need more hyphens, Hen. You can never have too many hyphens. And then up the other end, we have residing in the Rat Mansion, Chard Cleary and Callum Wishart. Obviously the original proponents of the Rat Mansion. Sunny Pascoe Thompson, who has moved from Margaret River to inhabit the Rat Mansion. She's pulled up a little hole in the wall at the Rat Mansion. And this is the couple team as well as the Rat Mansion team. So Josh McKenzie jumped ship after his Aussie Colts team died in a heap, and jumped across and came crawling back to Sarah Walker after he'd been thrown out of this, had obnoxiously rejected the offer to play with his partner, and had gone across and played in the men's division, but has now come back, crawling back to the mixed division after his brother and his other teammates bailed on him. And they now sit in a commanding 4-1 lead. And rounding out that team, Liv Sanderson, the better half of Richard Cleary, and that rounds out that team of 6. So at the moment they sit 4-1 up. They look very relaxed. Up the other end, the Honey Badgers, serious conversation led by their fearless leader Vanderwood, backed up by Parkinson, who's always keen to get a word in any chance he can. As the game gets underway here, we're ready for the second half. Oh, I'm not going to lie, that Powerade or whatever I've had is not sitting great in my stomach, and I don't know how that's going to go in this next game where I have to get in and try not to get beaten up by a bunch of Kiwis. As we see Wishart making the drive towards camera 7, straight towards the goals, with Parkinson going the goal tray switch, arrogant, I like it. Wishart stays down, Parkinson jammed in the corner. Yeah, that'd be fantastic. Fraser offering me water. We've got some good handwork on the wall there by Amar. Chard Cleary just blindly punching in there on his glove. The referee's pretty keen to let it go. I'm going to throw it out there and say something got pulled. They have. We've got stick infringement of all things. There was a plethora of fouls to choose from in that, and stick infringement is the one he's come out with. So well done to IT support there, tech support coming through and pulling that one up. Interesting that Honey Badgers have gone for a one person taking the puck two in front of it technique on their free pucks. They've got a good drive here though. Chard Cleary though finding the gap between Meatball McCartney and Barnes Keegan as Chica Perez left to do the defending. McCartney's gotten back behind the puck. Sonny trying to push that one around the outside, but the meatballness of McCartney is too big a lump to get around as Barnes Keegan clears that one out the wall. So we've got some good footage coming out of the courts today, and not a lot of people watching, but we're expecting that this footage really is for people to go back and review, people to see how much fun the threes comp is, and also next year they'll be able to pull some highlights out of this and hopefully get people excited. As we're in the second half here, no one able to really put any dominance on the board in the second half as things sit exactly where they were when we left off. Another call, looks like obstruction against the Honey Badgers. As I'm joined by underwater rugby aficionado Gonzalo. How have you enjoyed the 3 vs 3 here?
Yeah, pretty well. It's really interesting competition, something completely different than rugby, but I'm really having fun this weekend. It's great.
And your team, the Shepherds, sadly not quite making the finals.
Yes, I know. We had quite a big expectation, to be honest. We have 4 Colombians that have played threes 2 years ago, so we thought that it was going to be an advantage for us, but unfortunately, I don't know, we actually didn't play our best game, so, and then there's a really high level, so unfortunately we couldn't make it.
Yeah, I think it's been really close between, apart from the Hombres team, all the other teams there's only ever been 1 or 2 goals in it, so no, well done, you guys definitely played some good hockey. As we see, it's the Honey Badgers still defending on their goal tray here. Rat & Co just patiently waiting this one out as they sit in attack, but Amar makes the easy list to the right, takes the Han Solo approach of I know some moves, and just gently turns one way and gets past an opposition player. as it's reloaded to Parkinson now with a big drive. He's pulled it back. Chard Cleary stayed with him. And Amar now coming in. They got 3 behind the puck, Rat & Co. The Honey Badger herself, little swerve, little chip and drive, and she's put it in. Great goal there to the Honey Badger Vanderwood, taking it to 4-2, keeping this game alive here as we hit the middle portion of the second half. Yeah. No, it's just going onto YouTube, so you can download it from there. Yeah. Ben coming in to get some IT assistance as Rat & Co finding themselves a little bit on the back foot now with the Honey Badgers putting in that first goal. 1 minute. Kata Chika being thrown from the pool, as Sam Thompson sitting next to me would point out. 2 minutes is the magic number for jazzing your team up and getting them ahead when you're a player down. Cleary takes it, flicks it in there. It's defended by Barnes Keegan, who gets a good head wobble on as he gets caught with Cleary's free arm there. Amar sitting in defence. It's just the 2 of them here, remember, so this is going to take a big effort as he just locks it down on the side wall of the octagon there. Barnes Keegan now takes and finds a bit of room on the far side. Only 2 against 3 here, remember, power play for Rat & Co, but with the 2-goal lead, they're pretty happy just to sit back and defend at this point. As Amar there locking that one down. Parkinson tapping his hand, he wants this, he's ready. Here comes the crocodile roll, folks. He starts crossing the court, he loads for the swerve, he gets it off, he's around, he's through, he's making the drive. There's some good burrowing going on, there's some good knee crab. Chard Cleary just knee crabbing Parkinson's head into the bottom with ferocity. There's a good wrestle there, and I'm surprised that nothing's been called on that at all as Mackenzie makes a break down the pool. Barnes Keegan's chasing hard. Perez from the sin bin, and that's disappointment there for the Honey Badgers. So close and denied. Parkinson taking some huge breaths on the side there. That was really it for them. That was the all or nothing push, and at 5-2 with less than 2 minutes to play, it looks like that fat check for $1,000 is going to go to the Honey Badgers unless, sorry, to Rat & Co, unless the Honey Badgers miraculously pull something off here. It's a slow burn from the Honey Badgers out at the puck. Amar picks that up, looks for the reload to Barnes Keegan, who goes in hard, getting good and tangled with Wishart there. And it's been pulled up, and it has gone against Wishart. Interesting call, but we'll take the expertise of the refs in this instance. Chard Cleary setting up like a spring there, ready to hit that one, and it's Sanderson that goes out, makes the big hit, and they have put one in, bringing it to 3-5 for the Honey Badgers. Just imagine, ladies and gents, if they had to put that one in previously, we would be sitting here at 4-all, and we would be looking at extra time. (3-5). Perez versus Sanderson. Sanderson coming away with the puck. They're not scared to have 3 on the bottom, Rat & Co. I'm not sure about their game plan here. The big reach across from Cleary takes McCartney's glove and arm with him as he steals that one off. And they go to the reload. Mackenzie coming through with a bit of pace. There's that Josh Mackenzie pullback we all saw coming then. Him and McCartney. Parkinson gets a little bit of bat on it. Curls, can he get it out for the breakaway to the other end here? Good tussle on the far side there between Sanderson and Perez as the puck is cleared by Rat & Co, and they just slow it down. Bit of a slow cook. They go on the lamb shoulder approach. Put it in the pressure cooker. Leave it there for a few hours. Come back for a feed, and there is the feed right there. They have taken away the novelty $1,000 check. That is full time here with Rat & Co. 5-3, cleaning up the Honey Badgers. And I'm going to go and play, and we will find you someone else to come and commentate.
Big Mac.
You near in, Nick? There you go, mate.
I'll do the switch.
Nick subs in, Nick. Good luck, mate.
I'll just go to the toilet with it.
Yeah, no worries.
Next in the driver's seat.
Do we have a draw? Do we know what these guys are called? Gary, who's the teams? What are they called?
It's going to be Glory Days against Umbre.
Do you know how long we got?
No.
How long? Kia ora koutou and welcome to the final of the Sydney 3v3s where we have the H2 Hombres versus the Glory Days from Tasmania. This is going to be an exciting game, ladies and gentlemen. The H2 Hombres have been rolling through everybody in the competition, whereas the Glory Days have gone from a team that looked like an easy beat to the start to a team that can really compete. I'm looking forward to this game to see how these guys from Tassie can come up against these guys from New Zealand. In the New Zealand team, we've got a real hodgepodge of elite versus elite and junior players. We got Benson, Jake Hocking, Andre Heller, Hamish Arthur, and Danyan, Kemp, and Andrew Harris. Being a Kiwi, I cannot tell you the names of the Tasmanian team. I know there's Nick Martin in there, bloke called Razor. I apologise to
Nathan, Isaac, Hannah, Two Dads, and Jack Two Dads.
There we go. We got some. We've got another Kiwi here, but he knows who's playing. So we're about to begin. We're just having a few conversations between the referees here, making sure that everybody knows what's going on, and then I think we're going to be beginning shortly. 30 seconds away from start here. Ladies and gentlemen, if this is your first time tuning in to 3v3, it is a shorter version of the game where we have 3 players per side in 3 meters in a hexagonal course. This is obviously different from a 6v6 in a square or rectangular course, and we have kickoff. So Benson with the puck first, rolling it back to what looks like Andrew Harris. The Kiwis seem to be pretty happy to just be moving the puck along and across the course, but Glory Days seem to be doing a really good sort of counter-attack there right up the side underneath the Kiwis bench. But fresh legs in, big swim, so here we go. Andre Heller with that big swim across the pool, but he can't seem to connect with his own team. So it is rolling subs today, ladies and gentlemen, so you will be seeing people moving in and out of the pool, with the Kiwis now looking to get a bit of a roll on towards the Glory Days goal. Or big flick there down the middle, but well defended by Glory Days and taking it off out to their own sub bench. And the counter attack comes on. It's more under the body stuff, which you can expect from these Tasmanians, and they seem to be working well against the H2 Hombres. All they need to do now is just connect and put that puck in the bin. But Andre has different things to say about that, and we've got a call. So that's going to be chopping against the Kiwis. So all that good work there by the Glory Days seems to be paying off. Can they convert this into a goal and go 1-0 up? Oh, that looked like it could have been pretty close to the face of Andrew Harris there, but they're going to be playing on. Glory Days right on the bin. And they've got numbers there, but who's that? Benson. Oh, we've got a call. Oh, obstruction against the H2 Hombres. I think that's a pretty tough call, seeing as Andrew seemed to take a flick to the face there. But we'll see what the Glory Days can do. Kiwis seem to be looking pretty good on defence here. Glory Days want to be passing it around. And we're off again. Again, another big flick. That seemed to hit the Hannah from Glory Days in the head. So we've got a 2 from 2 for headshots in front of the bin. And again, it's going to be called against the H2 Hombres. Jake seemed to be pushing that along with his palm. So no luck for the H2 Hombres in front of their own bin. Let's see if we can make it 3 from 3 for headshots. Andre lining up there to take one in the face. So no, it's a fake. And well defended there by the H2 Hombres. And they're off. Who's that in the middle there? Oh, that's a great swim. Who was that? Yeah, Andre. Brilliant swim there by Andre. You see, he just elongated his arm and kept the puck away from the Glory Days player, making sure that he wasn't able to get in and steal the puck. Using his head a little bit there, so the French don't like that play, but down here in Australia and New Zealand, we seem to use it quite a bit, and we quite enjoy that. So New Zealand take the 1-0 advantage. And we're off again. Kiwis taking the... Oh. And we've got another call here. Gloving against the H2 Hombres. So the H2 Hombres seem to be making a majority of the fouls here against the Glory Days, but Glory Days just don't seem to be able to convert these into goals. Really good swim down the middle there, but he doesn't look happy with that. H2 Hombres defending very well to take that out to the side wall. Can they turn this into another goal, or do Glory Days have something in them? Now, ladies and gentlemen, that is a Gumby left-handed there. This New Zealand team has 2 of them, so it's left-handed back to left-hander. It looks weird, and if you're left-handed, you like to flick it out. So well done, Danyan. But somehow it goes against Glory Days. Now, that's a confusion to me. I guess the referees didn't see that he was actually left-handed. So the H2 Hombres are going to have a shot here against the Glory Days. Can they put it 2 up? Andre takes it very quickly. That looked like that went to face as well. So we're 3 from 3 face shots without anything being called, but very well defended by Glory Days. And we've got to swim down the middle. Can he keep going? Big flick. Oh, he's caught. Now, ladies and gentlemen watching, that has been caught underneath the goal tray. So this is the first time this has actually happened in the tournament, so I don't know what we're going to call here. This is an absolute It's going to be called an advantage puck. This is absolutely heartbreaking for Glory Days. That was a goal for all money, and they're going to have to do it all over again. So here we go, and the Kiwis win that. You've really got to feel for Glory Days here. That was an absolutely brilliant defense and a beautiful swim down the middle of the pool that resulted in absolutely nothing. So here we go, it's another Gumby left-hander going to get that. And the Kiwis are mounting an attack now. So what can the Kiwis do? And they've... Oh, that's well defended, but we've got another call. Yeah, penalty goal against Hannah from Glory Days there. We seem to have a obstruction on the lip of the bin, resulting in the puck not going in the trough. And that's our Spanish console doing a little bit of commentary on the side there. So, kia ora koutou and welcome to Sydney. So the Hombres take a 2-0 lead over the Glory Days. You've really got to feel for Glory Days here. Hopefully they don't become disheartened after that disallowed or under the trough goal and they come back stronger. Now Kiwis win the kickoff. A little bit loose there from Benson, but back to our man Andre, and the Kiwis are going to do what the Kiwis do well and go from side to side. Benson tries something tricky, but well defended there by Glory Days. Oh, and we've got another call. Yeah, hacking on the stick there by the H2 Hombres. So Glory Days in the middle of the pool. Can they do something in the last few minutes of this game? Remember, ladies and gentlemen, this is only a 7-minute game. Really good swim there down the wall, but absolutely no support there for the Glory Days. Kiwis do well to defend it back to their own sub bench and get some fresh legs in. And that will be half time. So a really good contest here in the first half. We've got the H2 Hombres that will take a 2-0 lead into the half, but this really should have been a 1-1 at half time. You've really got to feel for the Glory Days guys there. Hopefully they can come back stronger in the second half and really, keep going and pushing down on the Kiwis there. And as you can see there, we've got someone really trying to work on that goal tray there and push it down a little bit. Tommy Milner coming in and not really doing anything there, just looking like he's working. That's a classic Tommy Milner work ethic there. Somebody does all the work and then he just comes down and puts his palm print on it. So this will be our final game here today in Sydney. Want to give a big shout out to Club New South Wales and New South Wales Underwater Hockey. Well organised by Ben Stepkovich and Gary Rosewarne. These two guys have been working tirelessly on this competition. This is the first time we've run this competition. So we will be back bigger and stronger. And hopefully we can get some more teams, and that cash prize is really quite tempting for everybody to come across. So let's see if this Glory Days team can really push up and get that $1,000 prize. H2 Hombres 2-0 up, looking for the win. We've got 7 minutes, and then the money and the glory. All right, 10 seconds to the start of the second half now. Good win there off the strike there. The white team do have an advantage in the second half, being able to use the wall, whereas the black team do not. But that's no worries whatsoever for our number 2, Mr. Bucket. The Bunnings man scores breakaway goal. H2 Hombres take a 3-0 lead very early in the second half. You have to think that the Glory Days were napping a little bit there. Taken wide by the Kiwis and well executed by our man Bucket. As I was saying, the white team get the advantage of being able to kick off the wall, whereas the black team in the second half don't get a wall to kick off and have to use their own speed and strength. So good defense here by the H2 Hombres, taking it up that right wall. Seems to be a little bit messy, but Kiwis are mounting a good attack here. Can they link up with their support? It's that weird left-hander again, flicking it right into the middle there. Very well defended by Glory Days. And the Glory Days guys seem to be really well there in that corner. There's about 3 centimetres where there's no goal, and Glory Days do very well to defend, and the H2 Hombres have fouled it. So if you're going to be counting at home foul count, we've got about 25 fouls by the H2 Hombres to about 3 by Glory Days. So the Glory Days seem to be going well. And with some fresh legs in, let's see if the Glory Days can amass a good attack. Very messy in the middle of the pool here. Lots of under the body work by the Tasmanians, as you can expect, but Kiwis seem to be defending well and we've got a breakout again along that left wall. It's a slow cook effect, slow cook attack. Kiwis really just looking to link up with their support, some fresh legs in. And here we go, it's the man Benson. Couple of swerves, couple of turns. Man can stay down forever, but well defended there by Glory Days. Again, we've got that 3 centimeters on the edge there, and we've got a call. Oh, it seems to be hacking against Glory Days right on the bin. So the H2 Hombres are going to get another shot at it. But you do have to give a shout out to this defense by the Glory Days. They are putting in a mammoth effort against this Kiwi side. Can we make it 4 from 4 for headshots? No. A little jinx to the left there by Andrew Harris, but well defended by Glory Days, and we've got a breakout. He's looking for his support. Glory Days looking good. Big swerve there on the side. And we're coming up this close wall. Oh, that's a brilliant swim, and that's a goal. Big Nick Martin. Yeah, that's a goal to Nick Martin. Well done to Nick. So we're going to go 3-1. H2 Hombres caught napping on that close wall there a little bit. Nick Martin was just able to get that puck and really muscle it along the wall. He seemed to be coming up against a couple of those Gumby left-handers, so don't know what they were doing. But let's see if the Kiwis can get another one back. And as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, kicking off that wall on the strike is really big advantage. The Glory Days seem to have won every single strike so far, but the Kiwis defend it well and then go straight into attack. And that's a big flick down the middle and results in a goal. So well done there by combination of Jake and Benson with a big flick to a big man to put it in the goal. So H2 Hombres seem to be putting it together now. We're going 4-1 up. And I'd love to tell you how much time there is, but the clock is very far away and very small. And I'm not too good at counting, so I have absolutely no idea. And again, the Kiwis mount a very good attack down that far wall, but Glory Days on that far wall, they are just impenetrable down there. So some fresh legs, and then we go at it again. Kiwis looking for that wide pass. Oh, a little under the body flick, but as I say, that far corner for the Glory Days they've defended very well. Some fresh legs, holding it out, and the Glory Days are off. But we've got a call. What's it going to be? Oh, gloving against Glory Days on the impenetrable sign. So the H2 Hombres are going to get another shot at this. They're looking to take it quickly as well. Here we go. Andre's trying to catch them napping, but well defended there. That Glory Days player that rushed out, and he's got the puck. He's done very well there to disrupt New Zealand's attack. And this near wall. That's Nick Martin. He loves that near wall, and he's going again. Oh, so very close. Turned right off the lip of the bin. You've really got a feel for Nick there. He's been doing absolutely amazing things on that near wall, but Kiwis have just brought it back out to that far wall. They're going to wait for their support, and they're going to go for that goal. Benson goes for that big under the body, whatever that was. I don't know, but the H2 Hombres still have the puck. And Glory Days, really good turn, really good defense here. They're going back to that near wall where they seem to be getting a lot of their momentum. Looking for Nick Martin down that near wall, but no need. This man doing so well on that near wall. He just needs to link up with some support, and it's in the tray. Yeah, very well done. Very good goal there by Glory Days. They seem to be making a last-ditch effort to come back, and we're 4-2. Again, ladies and gentlemen, I cannot tell you how much time we have left in this game, but I can tell you that it is close. Glory Days making some very good advances. Can they get another 2 to make something miraculous happen? Kiwis trying very, very hard to get that $1,000 prize, and they're doing well, and we've got a call. And that's time. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. So a very good win here by the H2 Hombres over the Glory Days. You've really got to give it to this Tassie team. They've come in, they've done very well against a very good H2 Hombres outfit, but at the end of the day, you've got to give it to these Kiwi guys. A lot of them have played this format before. They've all played hockey together before. They know each other, they know the game, and they were the stronger team on the day. So from your Kiwi consulate here behind the mic, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next year.